I don't know if this is gonna work. Don't know just know if it's lagging or not lagging today. Where are you? I think everybody is. Where's my freaking primer? I don't think anybody is around today. Everybody's busy. Everybody is busy. Guess I'm gonna have to go and. Where's my primer? Right. Nobody here. Nobody is here. Well then. Hello? Anybody? Maybe it's broken still. Okay, well, I'll wait a couple of minutes. I think it's broken still. Hello? Can you hear me now? Veronica, can you hear me? Oh, Lord. Oh, you can hear me now. Yay. Can you write something in the chat? Yes. Oh, perfect. Okay. It's all good now. Yeah, I just want to make sure that it's not lagging anymore. Because that was a pain in the butt last night. And did anyone see what I happened to do with my primer? The small one, the deluxe size one? Because I don't know. Hi, Gia. How are you, sweetheart? Gia, is this your first time on my live? Hi, Miss Veronica. Veronica, what are you doing today? What did you do for Father's Day, everyone? I don't think we're going to get a lot of people today because it wasn't, it wasn't planned. And I know it's Father's Day, so a lot of people are busy. Yay, it's your first time, Gia. Welcome to the live. Last night, I tried to go live, but there was an issue with my internet and it kept on lagging. So it just 4 times we tried and then we just had to end it. So, yeah, usual Father's Day celebration. Yeah, my kids and my husband are gone to the water park. I'm home because I have work to do. So I called Rogers today. That's who we're with. Our provider is Rogers. And I got more gigabytes or data bytes or whatever you call it. But I think the issue was looking for his present, which you lost in the house. Well, that's not good, Veronica. You lost it. It's going to turn up Christmas. That's when it's going to turn up around Christmas time. So one of the issues yesterday was that my daughter, I thought she was FaceTiming her friends on Snapchat, and I thought that she was gone. She had closed it down, but she didn't. So, and then we didn't have, I think we had 150. Now, I don't know if it's called megabytes, but 150 for the whole house, and there's 5 here. So now I have 1 gigabyte, I think, and that's the highest you can get for internet or something. And what's funny is that we have Rogers Ignite, so we were paying like $189 for the internet and the cable and the phone. So when I call in, I'm like, okay, well, I want the highest, internet stuff that I can get. And they're like, oh, there's actually a special, so I'm getting the highest and saving $5. Oh, you're looking for it? What did you get him for Father's Day? Gia, what are you doing today? How was your day? Since it's just the two of us, it's just the three of us, ladies. Everyone is busy. And again, I didn't announce that I was going to have a live. Usually, people know a few days in advance, or like I have a live Gia at the last Friday of every month. So I don't expect a lot of people to hop on today because I don't think they know that I am having a live, and it's busy. It's Father's Day. But I just want to make sure that it's not lagging anymore and that you can see me clearly, because yesterday it was lagging and it was fuzzy and you couldn't see me. So how is the visual? Can you see me? Make them a hearty dinner. Yeah, when I'm done this, I have to go across the street to Metro and get a prime rib. Chicken stew. Oh, that sounds good, Gia. Gia, where are you? I know you're in Canada, but what part of Canada? My eyebrows are a mess today. What kind am I going to use? I think that Makeup Forever is too dark. Visuals are great, no lagging. Oh, you're in Winnipeg. What's the weather like in Winnipeg, Gia? It's only like 18 degrees here. It's not very, I don't think that's very warm, although my kids have gone to the water park because they're crazy. But who the heck is this? I don't know. I got some Mary Kay lady who keeps on sending me messages on Facebook. Which foundation should I use today? My Guerlain, the CoverGirl, L'Oreal, or Makeup Forever? This little bottle, which I think might be too dark. Expecting rain later. It's cloudy today. Yeah, it's not very. We're on the 15th floor, so the sun doesn't come around my side until 2 in the afternoon. So I always find it cold. Guerlain. Okay, we're gonna do the Guerlain. So I don't know. Like, they're at the water park. It says it's 20 degrees, but I think it's cold outside. And I'm yelling at them to go and get a sweater, and my kids laugh at me. But the girls made him breakfast this morning. They fried him a couple of eggs and peanut butter toast. Peanut butter toast and 2 eggs. And they made him cards and stuff like that. And I'm going to make dinner, and he got 2 shirts and a pair of shorts and some chocolate. So he did all right. And I'm like, oh, I have to go make you dinner when I made you dinner on Mother's Day. I think everybody is busy here today. I think Rebecca was going to pop in, but she probably got busy because she's got a little girl. Oh, you found it. Yay. Good for you. What was it? What is it? What's the gift? It's going to do a little bit more. I use this foundation on special occasions because it's freaking expensive. It's like my only big, expensive foundation I have. You never open the Amazon box. Cute. I can't believe you didn't open a box. Oh my God. Every box that comes in my house, I'm opening because you never know what it's going to be. It is. I love this foundation. It's very skin-like. If you want, I tried the Dior on my channel a video ago, something like that, and I really didn't like that Dior. You know how Sephora had that sample? Oh, it's a drone. Wow. I didn't like the Dior. I found it really drying. Did anyone else get that sample from Sephora? Is it more matte or dewy? I think it's more dewy. It's not matte. I don't like a matte foundation. To me, it's like your skin. What does it say? It's a natural glow. So it is more of a dewy foundation. But I really want to try the YSL foundation, like out of, the expensive foundations. I'd like to try that. Now I have too much on my hand. I don't need that. much. I'm always red on my nose and around here. Is my camera not the camera, but the light's too bright? Which one did I try in the Dior? I'll get it for you now. It's the one that Sephora still got on there, as the rewards for points. No, not the points one. If you spend so much money, I think it is. It's the Backstage. So it's the Dior Backstage foundation. I found that really drying. I did not like it. And I know I had seen Veronica the day I had it on, and it just was really dry looking on my skin. I didn't like that one, but I do like the primer. I like the Dior primer. This little guy right here. And I'm so glad because I was going to go buy this foundation, and I'm glad I got to try it out because I know it's expensive, right? Yeah, I found that. And I don't like a matte foundation because I have dry skin. So I usually just try to go with a dewy foundation, a glow, or what do you call it? Like a natural looking foundation. But I must say, the CoverGirl True Blend Matte, I really like this. I was really surprised because I don't like a matte foundation, but I was really surprised. I really, really liked this. But I think the foundation that I use the most is probably the L'Oreal True Match. That one and my Maybelline. Where are you, Maybelline? The Maybelline Fit Me. Those are the two that I use the most. The Dior Star. Oh, okay, yeah. I will definitely try it. I really want to try that YSL foundation. Anyone tried that one? Because I have the YSL primer and I like that. I think I should have put a little bit of that on my face today because my face, I don't know, feels kind of dry. All right, that's enough with the foundation. What did I do with my stuff from yesterday? Oh, there it is. It's all right there. Look. There it's now. There's my concealer. Where are you, concealer? I don't know what I got done with my stuff. What is your favorite foundation, Gia? Do you have a favorite foundation? Some people showed up. I don't know who's here. Whoever is here, can you say hi? Hi, Barb. We're doing it, Barb. I called Rogers. They gave me more gigabytes or data bytes or however you call the chummy diggers. And so we're hoping that there's no lagging and that you can see me clearly. There's no fuzziness. Dior Star. Yeah, I can't wait to try that, the Dior Star. Just a slow Choose clear concealer. The concealer. I've never heard of that concealer, Gia. Is that from YSL? Touchy Clutch. Yeah. Did anybody? Oh, seriously, I was just going to say, did anyone see what I did with my chummy digger? What I did with my NARS concealer, and it's right there in front of me. Chummy digger is and whatchamacallit. I think we say that in Newfoundland a lot. Chummy digger and whatchamacallit. There's a few words that I brought with me. Okay, the YSL, yeah. The concealer, okay. All right, I'll try. Yeah, I really want to try that, and I want to try their foundation. I've heard good things about it, but I don't want to pay the price for it. So I'm assuming Sephora sells YSL, right? If we just go and get a sample of it and check it out. And I'm telling you, for us Canadians with those PC points, now that Shoppers has got all these expensive brands there, save and a thingamajig. That's right, the whatchamacallit thingamajig and a chummy digger. Save your PC points. That's what I'm doing, saving my PC points. So all of those expensive foundations, if you try it from Sephora and you like it, then use your PC points on it with Shoppers Drug Mart, and it's free, because who wants to go pay 80 or 90 bucks for a foundation? I definitely can't. So I think that's a great thing about those PC points. And, I wish I knew about that when I started makeup and stuff, because all of the PC points that I had, and I just, spent it on groceries, which I could have spent it on expensive makeup. But so that's what, and my husband's been warned. So that's what we're doing now. If there's something expensive coming up, right? I mean, seriously, I wish I had thought of it a long time ago with your PC points. And now that Shoppers got all this expensive stuff, save your points and then you can get the expensive makeup if you try it and you like it. You were born in Corner Brook. Wow, I didn't know that, Barb. So were you born and raised in Corner Brook or just born there and you moved away and you're raised in Alberta? I think that's where you're from. That, and you know what else? You know, if Shoppers, if you're in a small town and Shoppers doesn't carry, like have the beauty boutique, save your points, order it online. And they always have like a 20 times points day and all these specials at Shoppers in regards to your points. You know, so like save them up and wait for one of those good days. And usually I think Michelle, she works at Shoppers and she's on our Facebook page. And she always posts when Shoppers is having one of those good specials. I don't know what. I keep on using different brushes for this stuff. This is the only time you'll ever see me wear powder. And that's just to do this conceal thing under my eyes here. And just a little bit. Because I have dry skin and I find the moment I put powder on my face, it looks like I threw flour on it. Born in Corner Brook. And then you moved to Calgary. Did you go back to visit, Barb? I'm assuming you did. If your parents are from Newfoundland, you've probably been there a few times when you were a kid to visit. Barb, how was Father's Day? What's happening in your house? There's something black on my eye. Oh well. My kids are gone to the water park with their father. And I'm home. But I'm using my my Laritzi stick. We got it in a box. I still don't know if it's a foundation or a bronzer, but I use it as a bronzer. I love this. It's cream, and because I have those fuzzies, so I like to try to use as much cream as I can. I tell you, I got such a hairy face. 10 years since I've been back. Yeah, you know, I think the last time I was home was 2014, 2013 or 2014, something like that. My mom will come up here. It's a lot cheaper for my mom to come up here to visit. Oh no, don't break it. Oh my God, it broke. It's my favorite. No. Shoot. It broke on me. Okay, let's just try to finish this. My brush broke. Oh. Crackers. Great. We're going to do half. This is my favorite brush for my cream bronzer. It's so perfect, and it broke. Well, crackers. Oh, that was nice, Barb. You took your daughter. Yeah, I went home with the only time my kids, my husband. Right? That just sucks. Look, broken. Damn it. And this is, I know this is from a really cheap makeup company as well. So I don't know. I might look. I'm sure I can find these again a lot of places, but it was really soft and I really liked it. Glue it back with super glue. Hi, Julie. How are you, honey? We're finally doing a live that you can attend. Julie's in Scotland. Well, Julie, I just broke my brush here. Maybe I can glue it back with super glue. We'll try that. But like I know I can find these brushes a lot of places, you know. And this is a cheap company, my makeup brush set. I know it's a cheap company, but I freaking love this brush. Have you guys ever seen, you know, the little eyeshadow brushes? I've never used one of those round eyeshadow brush things before. Hi, Manders. How are you? How's your day? To have a couple of drinks. Yes, I know. It's a rough day for Julie today. Everyone just send Julie some love today. It's a rough day for Julie today. Send her some love. We're thinking about you, Julie. And you know your dad he's up there and he's thinking about you too. He's all around you. Is starting to retire and move back. Yeah, I never will. I will never move back to Newfoundland. And it booted you? Maybe it's YouTube. Maybe YouTube is having a problem because, well, the lagging is stopped now, but I did call Rogers because I'm with Rogers and they gave me more. I got a gigabyte now or something. I had to stick my hair back up. It's driving me crazy. I don't ever do live videos. It could be YouTube. But we found out my daughter, who I thought was off her phone last night when we were doing a live, wasn't, and she was FaceTiming on Snapchat or Instagram or something like that. So that could have been the problem. But then again, when I called Rogers today, we were on this 150 megabyte package. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not good with it. Anyway, the guy said, if we're just watching TV or people are just on our phones, it's fine. But if there's more than one person trying to stream or watch a video, then we're going to have an issue because it was only such a small amount. So he hooked me up to the biggest amount, which was great that I called because we're with Rogers Ignite here in Ontario. So for our home phone, our TV, and the internet on our TV, I think we have some of those specialty channels. So we were paying $189 a month. So I called today. They upgraded me to the biggest internet package they had, and it was cheaper than what I was paying. So they have a promotion. So I saved $5, which is great because I'm like thinking, okay, now I got to tell my husband when he comes home, Happy Father's Day, you're going to pay an extra $20 on our bill. But we don't. It's less, which is awesome. So Rogers has got a special. But the girl I was talking to was in BC, and she said that you guys don't have 1 gigabyte. You only have like 150, which is what we had here, which is slow. Have a gin. No, me either. I tried, yeah. Hi, Mishka. Mishka, are you new? Have you ever been on my live before? $200 for unlimited internet and a step above basic cable. Kajiko. Where are you, Mishka? Are you in Canada? I think everyone. I think Mishka this is her first time here on our live, so show her some love. Yes, Windsor, Ontario. I knew you were new to my live. Hi, Mishka. Welcome. This was a spur of the moment thing because I tried to go live last night and the internet was crap. We had to restart it 4 times, I think. There was so much lagging. So this just happened with Rogers. They updated my internet. So I'm like, okay, let me try because we have the live on the 28th. Yeah, it's with Shaw. Yeah. Mishka, can you get Rogers in Ontario? And I don't know if you can get Rogers in Alberta. I think that's where you are, right, Barb? You're in Alberta? And yes, Manders is an Manders, where are you in Ontario? I know you probably told me, but I have a winged up brain. Okay, what am I doing next? Let's put on some blush. I'm just going with the Fit Me, I think. Oh, I've never heard of that Wisp before. I've never heard of that. Yeah, Alberta, but not sure for internet. Okay, so we're with Rogers, and yeah, I just called them, and they have a special right now for Ignite, Rogers Ignite, which I love Rogers Ignite. That's awesome. You just press on the remote and say, play Grey's Anatomy, and they'll play Grey's Anatomy. Netflix, I got Netflix free for a year when we signed up. So right now they have a promotion, and you get the highest gigabyte, which is 1 gigabyte, TV and home phone, internet, TV, home phone for $184. And like we have a big package. So I think that's pretty good. So I don't know if you have it, but give them a call and see if you can get Rogers in your area. I wish I had a link and a code. Okay, Veronica. Veronica's going to go test her Father's Day gift that she just found. She had bought it and she couldn't find it. So I'm putting on a little bit of the Maybelline Fit Me blush. It was the only one they had online when I went to go buy it. And every time I walk into Walmart, I always see the other kinds, but I don't know. I'm so cheap. I don't want to pay them $7.99 for the blush, which is stupid. It's Shaw 300. Yeah, I never heard of. You know what? I think Shaw was in Newfoundland, I believe. I think my mom would know that. So does anyone else have anything special planned today? What are you all having for dinner? Are you like me and having to cook dinner? Where is... Right, here it is. It's, have you guys seen what all the drama is about now on the social media, Twitter and Instagram, about Jeffree Star and Juvia's place? Leftovers from last night. Try to get it cheaper, better. Yeah, you never know when they have deals. So, and they always do. You know what I mean? You just don't know what part of the year they're going to have a deal. But yeah, at least a couple times a year, call whoever your cable is with, or your phone, your internet, and see if they have good deals. That's a very good tip, Barb, because I called in today and I thought it was going to be $20 extra, and then the guy came back. He's like, "No, we have a special." So we're actually saving. I need a little bit more blush. We're actually saving $5. Do you think I need a little bit more blush? I can't really see. Okay, so Jeffree Star did a review on the Juvia's Place. Hi, Candace. On the Juvia's Place foundation. I think he just uploaded the video yesterday, something like that. So then he said it was great. It was Jeffree Star approved, right? So Juvia's Place then went and I guess posted his review, I don't know, on their Instagram or Twitter or whatever. It was a great review. Juvia's Place is a Black-owned company, and they don't. I was watching Jen Love's reviews, and they're not consistent with sending out PR, even though Jeffree Star bought his own stuff, So it had nothing to do with him getting PR. But the other influencers, the people of color influencers, are very upset with Juvia's Place because they're saying that they didn't promote some of the better well-known influencers like Jackie Aina, and there's another girl, Alyssa. I can't remember her name, but I like her. And there's another one. Like, they're saying that Juvia's Place didn't promote them, but they did on their Instagram promote other people of color, smaller influencers, stuff like that, who tried their foundation. So now I think this Alyssa girl and Jackie Aina are really upset that they promoted Jeffree Star because of his past and what he had said that was racist in his past. So yeah, that's like, social media is blowing up about that. So, it's like, I don't know. He did it. He said it was great foundation. Yay. That's good PR for the company. Because hi, Cindy, how are you, sweetheart? When he comes out and says something is Jeffree Star approved, the sales of that company goes through the roof, So he did something great for the company, but the Black influencers are upset because, he's got a shady past in regards to being racist. Like, I know that he came out and apologized about his behavior, and I don't think he's the same person that he was 10 years ago. If you look back on some of his old stuff, he was a very, very angry person. I don't know more. I'm sure there's more to it, but yeah, they're not very happy. Not a problem, Candace. I didn't know if anybody was going to come today. It was a spur of the moment thing. I just wanted to, yeah. I know he did apologize and stuff. Like, it's like it goes round and round and round, and it just never stops. You know what I mean? I don't know. I guess some people are going to be happy and some people aren't going to be happy. The larger influencers just need to stick to the makeup. Too much drama all the time. Yeah, there's a lot of drama, like a lot of it. Hi, Samya, how are you? Yes, I would imagine a lot of people are busy today. Like it was spur of the moment because the live last night kept on lagging. So Rogers hopefully fixed the problem, and everybody in the house has been aware that if I go live, do not go on any social media to stream anything. Yeah, he's having a, yeah, I won't even try for that PR list. I mean, if you see, some of the people on Twitter who are trying to get on his PR list who, oh my God, like the looks, I can't do stuff. I don't even try for that kind of PR. Not when you have so many amazing, talented people who can do like fire on their eyes and freaking leprechauns and stuff. I can't do any of that stuff. Oh, Lipstick Gate, Jaclyn Hill. Yep. Oh my God, that woman. I'm telling you, I think she should have recalled her stuff because she said she's got so much more stuff coming out. But who's gonna want to buy it? Like her name got a little tarnish on it now. Her company. Yeah, like they are really talented. Like it's really intimidating. And that's the thing, like for me personally, if I see a company coming out with a new product, right, like an eyeshadow palette, and the pictures that they post with it are these amazing, stunning looks that are fire and rainbows and stars and leprechauns and stuff, that intimidates me. I'm intimidated because, most of us are just your regular dark crease, shimmer, nice look, go to work with. So if I were to go buy the palette based on what they're coming out with, to promote the eyeshadow palette on those looks, I wouldn't buy it based on that because I'm intimidated by it and it's not something that I can do and probably don't want to do. Creators get people talking about them. I think Jeffree Star is one of the worst is in everything. It's on the makeup company. Yeah, this is on the makeup company, like they had to know that they were going to piss off a lot of people of color by promoting that Jeffree Star promoted their foundation. Like they had to know that, especially the big POC influencers. A lot of them do not like Jeffree Star, and it's public. Like you just know it, So they had to know that was going to happen. Yeah, there's a lot of talented people out there. It amazes me what people can do. I'm stunned every time I go on Twitter and I'm like, I zoom in and I'm like, how the flip did you do that? They never, you know what I mean? Like, people need to learn, especially celebrities and people who are on social media and that's their life. Do you remember when Paula Dean, like, wow, that woman, she never came back from that. Does anybody remember that? And I don't even think it was like stuff that happened. It was something that she said back in the 80s to people that were working for her. And it was in the 2000s, maybe like 2003, 2004, that it came out in public. Even though she stopped, it ruined her, like she didn't come back from that. Her show got taken away from the food company. I know she had a couple restaurants, and I loved watching Paula Dean. And even though like she had said those things in the 80s and then smartened up, this came out in the 2000s and it ruined her. Ellie. Hi, Ellie. So it's Mishka, Allie's first time here. So what is your first name, Allie or Mishka? There's quite a few other people. Oh my God, somebody on Grey's Anatomy. Where's that chummy digger? Oh, somebody on Grey's Anatomy. Christina's husband or boyfriend. The black guy, the black doctor on Grey's Anatomy. Do you guys remember this? And remember George? I mean, this is the really beginning of the show. And I think George is gay, and I think the black guy had said something to George in regards to that. Like, not on the actual TV show, but, while they were making the show live, like, not acting. And he got fired from that, and a lot of stuff was taken away from him. So it's just, celebrities should know better. Like, you know what I mean? People are watching, and it shouldn't be like that anyway. Not this day and age. Not we're not in the 1800s, which is stupid. Yes, that's right. He did, Barb. He's going to show that. Oh, your name is Michelle. Oh, Mishka. Yes, that's right. That's what he said. So those two are, I'm sure there's been many more. There's Paula Dean and that guy. I mean, even, what is her name? Laura Leach. Is what Rich Lux calls her. Laura Leach. Did she ever come back from all of her stuff? I don't think she really did, But it's like, stupid things that they said years ago on social media will come back and bite them in the ass, and it's so stupid. And there's no excuse for it, you know what I mean? I guess the hard thing is that you can learn from your mistakes and hopefully be better and do better. But, if you did something, say, 15 years ago that was stupid and made stupid comments, and you've learned from it and you know better, you're doing better, you're a different person, you've gone on with your life and you've proven that you're a different person, but then when these things come back, it's like you can't get away from it. And that's the sad part about it. It's okay, Miss Cindy Lynn. Oh no, you're sick. Oh, baby girl, yeah, go for a nap. Get better. Society. I swear to God, it has to start with the parents. You know what I mean? You raise your kids to not see color. Do you know what I mean? Like, educate your children on, okay, this is what's happening and this is not right, and this is what's been happening for, all age of time, that there's always been racism. But it's got to stop. We all bleed red. We all want the same thing. We all want our kids to be happy and healthy, and we just want to eat cheesecake and chocolate and not gain weight. That's pretty much it. And it starts at home with the children. Teach your children. But it's not just, teaching my white child. It's everybody's child across the board. If we, starting, like, if every child that was born, say, today, from all across the world, were raised without racism, in their home and in their heart, and being taught what's wrong and what's right. You know what I mean? If every child were taught that, then in 50 years there'd be no racism, because the old racist people would be dead. But it's got to come from all sides. Fired for old jokes that were, yeah. I know, that's the thing, like back in the 70s and the 80s. Do you remember? I'd love to, yeah, and safe. Maybe not the cheesecake. Oh, listen, I can eat cheesecake all day long. If I knew I can eat cheesecake and not gain more weight, I love cheesecake. Um, do you remember uh, Don Rickles? I know some of you guys know who Don Rickles is, the comedian. He passed away. Oh my, he's funny. He was so funny. But the things that he would say, yeah, But you know what? Here's the thing. It's always been there, whether Trump's president or not. Um, like Obama was president, and there was so much racism going on then. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, he's a dickhead. Believe me, Trump is a racist, you know, he's an idiot. But you would think with Obama being president, that it wouldn't be so much. It would change the world, but it didn't. Oh, yeah, so Don Rickles. And that's what we're talking about, 15, 20 years ago. Things were said that weren't right, but it was the norm. It wasn't, politically incorrect, like Don Rickles and his jokes. He picked on everybody. If you go back and watch his roast, there was, oh my God, he roasted Sammy Davis Jr. I think it was back in the 70s. It was funny. Everybody laughed. It was a joke. And he said things then that you could never, ever say today. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it ever came back to bite him in the ass. He just passed away a few years ago. But people said things, that I'm sure now they're like, oh my God, I'm an idiot. I can't believe I said those things. But it wasn't right. But it wasn't a world 25, 30 years ago where you got fired, and people were just stupid. I think 30, 40, way back, they were just stupid, So, like, if you said something when you were 20 years old and you're now 45 and 50 and you don't live that life, that's the sad thing about that. You know what I mean? When you're 17 and 18 and 19 years old and you said something that was racist, and now you're 40 and 45 and 50 and it comes back and you're not about that life, like you know better. You're not, the world is different and you love everybody and you got a good heart, and then it's coming back and pops up and bam, you get fired. I feel for that person because people change, especially like people from a small town, and you finally leave it and see that there's a whole world out there and all you know is what you see and what you're taught. And then you grow up, and everything is different and you think life is different and the people that you meet, you have a different perspective at 40 or 50 than you did at 17 and 18. But what you said at 17 and 18 comes back and kicks you in the ass. I feel bad about that, especially if the person changed and learned, Trump was a leader of the Bash Obama. Oh, Trump is just, you know, I still, I'm still amazed that he's in office. Like, how the flip, how did that happen? Like, how did it happen? That still amazes me. And I swear to God, he's going to win. I'm telling you, he's going to be in that office for the 8 years. He's going to win. Yeah, the comments don't go away. Oh, this is dried out on me. I'm putting on my Ester Latte eye base. It's just sad, it's just, it starts at home and that's where it starts. If you want to change the world, we can't think a politician is going to change it and fix it, or a celebrity. It starts at home, from the poorest people to the richest people. Teach your children. And hopefully, eventually, someday, maybe in 100 years, there will be no such thing as race, But it starts at home. And I don't think that the world was as racist as it was 100 years ago. But, how do you, we're ahead, but with somebody like Trump as president, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, look at 9/11. You know what I mean? Who was in power then? Bush. Bush was in power then. And I think honestly, the only way to change it and to stop it is to teach your children. You open your home and, a non-racist, everyone is equal. We all bleed red. It doesn't matter where we come from, what the color of our skin is, who we fell in love with, you know what I mean? Like what our religion is. Everybody bleeds red and we all want the same thing. We just want a happy, healthy life, you know? And if we teach our children that and our grandchildren that and continue for everyone across the board, not just white people, everybody across the board, hopefully in, 100 years it goes away. Yeah, I know it's awful. It is awful. I think we're a little bit luckier here in Canada than in the States. I mean, the States, racism is rampant. It's so bad in the States. I was born in a small town in Newfoundland, and the only thing I don't want to say we were racist. It was a racist time growing up where I grew up because the only people of color I ever met were the doctors in my hospital. So that's what I thought. I thought that all people of color were really, really smart and they were all doctors. It wasn't until I think I came to Toronto that I realized so much about race in my 20s. But then again, I know it was there. You know what I mean? But that was my way of thinking. And, it's different now, I think, in a lot of places. And people, I think a lot of places it's better than what it was 30, 40 years ago. But still, there's, until there's no more racism, you know, you can't stop until there's no more. Oh, your kids are First Nations. Oh my God. First Nations people, wow, what Canada did to our Native Indians was horrible. It is heartbreaking. I've seen some documentaries, Barb, and read some stories, and it is heartbreaking. Oh my God. The good thing is, cities I know Toronto is a very diverse city, which is great. I don't know what it's like, say, in Calgary or in Vancouver. You guys would know. Is it as diverse as Toronto? Like when I lived in a small town about an hour away, it was predominantly white. And I would go to the beach with my kids. The people who lived in that town, trying to make a friend it was like pulling teeth. And I'm like, I'm from Newfoundland and we're like the friendliest people in Canada, apparently, and I couldn't make a friend. The only people that would speak to me were from different ethnic backgrounds that came up on the weekends, were the only people that I was able to have a conversation with. I'm afraid we're going to go in the same place. Oh my goodness. It's hard. The rest is a tiny drone, nothing fancy. Veronica, we're talking about race. And I think that's the only way to stop it. If more parents across the world teach their children, about race and that everybody is equal. That's the only way to stop it because we can't look at politicians to stop it. It's not going to happen. We can't think of our priests and our pastors to stop it because some of them are biased towards gay and lesbians, so it starts at home. Oh, yeah, okay. And you know what? Here's the thing about that, Barb, because I'm from Newfoundland and I've been, people have had that conversation with me about did we eat seal, right? And first of all, a lot of people didn't do their homework because they weren't clobbed on their head and seals, the fur taken, and that was it. They were left for dead on the ice. In Newfoundland, and Barb, you know this as well, it was our food. Every part of a seal, just like every part of a moose or a rabbit, was used. And if my dad wasn't a hunter, and my mom's side of the family weren't fishermen, we would have starved growing up. It was a rough time to live. Newfoundland is a rough place back then, not so bad now. But, I'm 45. When my mom grew up, you lived off the land or you starved. But the thing is what I don't think society puts out there about seal hunting or moose hunting or rabbit hunting is the fact that every part is used, every part. And when you see the baby seals, the pelts being taken off, and those seals left on the ice, that's not from Newfoundlanders. That's from the other countries coming over in our waters and taking the seals and every other fish that was there, which is why we don't have any left. But it's not a Newfoundlanders. Everything is used. Even in Labrador, every part of the animal is used. It's how we ate. That's I wouldn't be here. We would literally I would have starved. It was rough growing up. There wasn't a lot of work. You lived off the land. And I know everyone's saying it's not politically correct and stuff like that, but hey, for thousands of years, that's how people survived. You lived off the land. Yeah, I know. I know. I hate it when I moved here, and people would always say, when I said I was a Newfoundlander, I would always get the same thing. Oh, Lord Tundra and Jesus by. And I'm like, I have never in my life heard somebody say that. Yes, most people were very poor in Newfoundland. That's true. It's not like that now. It's not like that now. I mean, people go away to work in Alberta and stuff like that, and there's a lot of resources back home to make money. So, I mean, there are some poor people, like there are everywhere, but it's not like it was, 40, 50 years ago. But I hated when I came here, the stigma of being a Newfoundlander and being stupid. That was the stigma that just, oh, I dislike that. And um, I think it comes because on an island, when you're cooped up on an island and that's all you are very naive. I think, we can go to our neighbor's house and the door's unlocked and get a tea bag, give somebody a shirt off your back. And if somebody said anything like, can I borrow something? Or, you know what I mean? Here it is. No problem. I know I trust you and I know you're going to get it back to me. But when we moved to the city, it was a huge, like when I came to Toronto, it was a huge culture shock on people. Like you can't trust everybody. And I think that's where the whole Newfoundland stupid thing came from. That when we first came here, we're still going with the mindset on what it was like back home and what the people are like back home, you know? So we got that stereotype that Newfoundlanders were stupid because I think it was because we were naive and we walked in to a different place that wasn't Newfoundland, trusting everyone. And a lot of people got, fooled. Um, and I think that's where that came from. I still have my accent. It's still there. So I'm learning. Yeah. Do you know, last night when I was at my husband's golf thing, this man had said that Newfoundlanders were, oh my, he made a comment. I don't know. It's just, I can't remember what it was now. Growing up. I know, right? Like, the Newfie jokes about, how Newfoundlanders are stupid. And I think it came from Newfoundlanders being naive and coming from that small island and trusting everybody around you. I grew up, my parents left their keys in the car, the door's unlocked. Anyone can walk into the house, take some tea bags, take some sugar. It was normal. That was life. And then they come to a big city and yeah, you don't do that. You don't leave your house and not lock the door. And you don't, say to someone, hey, okay, you can borrow my hammer. And then they run away and you don't get it back. You know what I mean? Oh, you need money? Here's $50. You're going to give it back to me when you get your paycheck. And then you never see that person again. You know what I mean? So back then, it's not like that now. I think Newfoundlanders are, not as naive now. But 50, 60 years ago, when they left the Rock and came to other places in Canada, they walked into it very naive and thinking that everybody was the way it was back home. Because if you didn't depend on your neighbor, you didn't eat. At some points during the winter times, and if there wasn't a lot of fish that year, or not enough moose out there or something, You had to depend on your neighbor in order to eat. I hope that makes sense to everybody who's watching. So when I hear the word Newfie, oh, you're a Newfie, I always correct them. I'm a Newfoundlander because I know some people love the term Newfie, and that's good. They can, they love it, and that's okay. I prefer to be called a Newfoundlander. And Veronica has the sweetest Spanish accent. I love it. I can listen to her talk all day long. Who else is here? Veronica and Samya. And Samya, where are you from? Back in the day, Israel is safe in my small town. Yeah. Way too welcoming. I don't care either way. I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's people's preferences, right? Barb doesn't care either way. Newfie, Newfoundlander. I say I'm a Newfoundlander. If someone says, where are you from? I'm a Newfoundlander. Michelle is still here. Michelle, you're born in Ontario, right, love? And Samya, you're born in Ontario. Okay, we're going to do some eye makeup. Just yakking away here. I'm supposed to go over to Metro to get a prime rib roast and put in the oven, and it's 4:30, so I'm a little bit behind time here. Oh, my hair is driving me. Your parents are from India, but you were born in the U.S. Oh, that's pretty cool. So, do you have a dual passport because you were born in the U.S.? I'm hoping there's nothing that I said today that's going to get me in trouble later on. You're a baby and grew up here in Ontario. What am I going to use? So I think I'm going to play with the City Limits eyeshadow palette that we got in Topbox. And I think I have this eyeshadow palette already. I just don't know where. And I'm all buggered now because I could have kept this one unused and put it in a giveaway. But okay. Oh, well, that's pretty cool then. A U.S. passport, but you're a citizen of a permanent resident in Canada. That's awesome to have both passports. All right, I'm just going with this light. Wow. You see that? Can you see the powder? So who's bought what, or what's coming out that everyone wants to buy? Any eyeshadow palettes or foundations or anything that you want to buy? Is there anything that you want me to review? I've noticed that Pretty Vulgar has a foundation, and as of yet, there's no reviews on Sephora. I'll have accents. If people can be rude, learn English. You hear that a lot. Yeah. We are a border city, so we got a lot of foreigners. First, Michelle, where are you from? Like, not where you're from Canada. But what is your parents' background, your first generation? I know. As a Newfoundlander, we always get made fun of, too, for our accents. But, I mean, it's different, and I know, like, a lot of people of color, like, it is true. What we do have we have that white privilege. That's not false. We do. And I can't imagine being a woman of color. You know what I mean? Everything is always harder. And that is true. There's no false about that. It is true. If you're a person of color, if you're not white, everything is harder and is so freaking wrong, which again, we have to teach our children about race, that there shouldn't be race and everybody is equal. Macedonian, part of former Yugoslavia. Okay. Oh, I love your accent. Love your accent. Hi, Laura. See, it's everywhere, right? Prejudice is everywhere. It doesn't matter where you're from. It's everywhere. And again, we have to teach our children, and that's the only way to get that to be nil, to void it out, to no longer have racism in the world, is to teach every child that everybody is equal. Yeah, they do all cater to light skin. That is true. And even if they like BoxyCharm, when they came out with that Cover FX, what was it, contour or something? They said, light or dark or medium. I don't know if you had three choices because I didn't get it. But still, most of the time, people didn't get the proper shade. And Laura grew up in an interracial family. Yeah, that's our discussion today, Laura. And I think, like I said, no politician is ever going to nip racism in the bud. It starts with you teaching your children. And if every child at this moment that was ever born, right now, at this second, throughout the world, if they were taught about racism and that it's wrong and everyone's equal, in 100 years, there would be no more racism and prejudice. But it starts with everyone, just not white, families teaching their kids that racism is wrong. It starts with every family all over the world. The new Anastasia palette. Oh, Norvina? Is that the one? The Norvina? Oh no, not that one. Oh God, Alicia. I know which one you're talking about. The drag queen. We're having deep thought on a Sunday. Yes, we are. And it's Father's Day. I really want the new Natasha Denona Sunrise, but it's $85 and I won't pay that for a palette. So I'm praying that she'll come out with Alyssa, yeah. I'm praying that she'll come out with a mini where where is that? Here it is. Because when she did the sunset palette, she came out with a mini for the sunset. So I'm praying that she'll come out with a mini for sunrise. I mean, oh my God, look at those colors. They are gorgeous. I love the minis. What do I think of this? So even though the shadow is very, like there's a lot of kickback on the pan and it's very powdery, it's pigmented and blendable. I'm using the wrong brush here. Let's see. I'm going to go in with the crease color here now. All right. Okay, ladies, help me out here. I want to put something in my crease. I just put the light brown shade all over my lid right here. That's already done. Now I want to put something in my crease. What color? Oh, your stepdad's from the Caribbean. Yeah, you see it, right? I know, Mishka. I have so many eyeshadow palettes that they are being neglected. That is so true. And I have my couple favorites, and that's it. What color am I putting in? Blue in my crease. Brown for crease. Blue for crease. Oh, yeah, in India, yeah. No, thank God we're in Canada. You know what I mean? Just thank God we're in Canada. Because a lot of women in other countries, they do not have, a lot of rights. You know what I mean? So thank God we are Canadians. I couldn't imagine what it's like in some of those countries, where a lot of women don't have rights. But I don't know if that's all the way in India, but I know that there are countries like, oh my God, what is that? Dubai? Not Dubai, but you guys know. You guys know those countries where women, they had to fight to get the right to drive, for crying out loud. Where they have to walk behind the husband and stuff, It's awful. Okay. I don't know if I like this color. Let me see. A little bit of brown here. It looks like more of a purpley. Bye, Samya. Have a great day. Keep getting kidnapped. Oh my God, by the cartels. Holy cow. I can't imagine that. Can't imagine it. I remember the first time I went to even like Jamaica and Dominican. And that was such a culture shock, to see how people lived in other countries. Because, I mean, in the US, it's pretty much the same as Canada. And I've been to Ireland. It's pretty much, you know what I mean? People live well in Europe. You know what I mean? But even Dominican, and oh my God, when we seen where the Haitian refugees were living in Dominican and what they were living in, it was heartbreaking. Oh, Barb, I would love to have your bread, honey. Barb's going to make some homemade bread. Oh my God, I love homemade bread. I'm just going to finish this makeup look and, then we'll call it a day as well. I'm so happy it's not lagging. Thank God. And I have to run over to Metro and get my husband that prime rib, which should have been in the oven. And then it isn't in, so it's going to be a late dinner. Anybody here in Ontario who's going to the Raptors parade tomorrow? Anyone going to the Raptors parade? That's here in Ontario. I think it's just me and Veronica now, isn't it? Oh, Laura, you're here in Ontario, aren't you? I think Laura's here in Ontario. Yay, Raptors. That is a little bit dark. Okay, we're doing it. All right. Mishka's in Ontario. Laura's in Winnipeg. I keep on thinking you're in Ontario, Laura. We don't know. We're thinking about going as well, but Savannah's got a science test, which I don't understand. There's like a week left in school. Hi, Sandra. Yes, no lagging today. I came on as an off chance to hopefully the lagging would stop, and it stopped. Thank God. Yeah, so there's like 1 week left in school, and my daughter's got a science test on Monday. And we're like, the report cards are already done. They should be by now, Oh my God, yes, I know. My mom usually sends me up bread. She'll get there's a truck that goes from Newfoundland to BC, so she'll send me stuff because it will get to me in like 3 days and it'll be frozen. She'll freeze it and put it in a cooler so it's still kind of frozen. I love my mom's bread. We're talking about homemade bread. The fluffy brush I'm using, this one, this is the Farah brush. I think we got this in Ipsy. So what am I doing? I'm blending out the rough edges here. Because that shade, it looked brown, but it's kind of like a burgundy. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like there's none here. But it's there on my mirror. Sandra, love, what are you doing today? You're celebrating Father's Day. Bye, Barb. All right. What kind of a shimmer? Well, there's really only one light shimmer here. Everything else is dark. I'm sweating the house here. I'm just going to go in. I think I'm just going to go in with the light shimmer because it doesn't look as dark here on the camera, but it's really dark. It's almost like this purple color, not even a brown color, but I think it looks more purple for you guys. So I'm thinking I might just go in with this shimmer right here. But it's really nice. It's pigmented, buttery. What am I looking for? I'm sweating. Where are my brushes? Oh, heck it. Oh, here, we got something. Okay. Every day is Father's Day. Yeah, mine too. Every day is Father's Day in my house. Yep, I'm with you on that, Sandra. Well, my husband took the kids to the water park, so I'm expecting him to be home very soon. I told him I had lots of work to do. Which I do. I have lots of work to do. I have to, once I do dinner, I'm going to be working until probably 2 in the morning. So the kids wanted to go to the water park. And you know what's so funny? They were freaking yesterday thinking that he had nothing for Father's Day. So he got a couple of shirts and a pair of shorts and some chocolate and some Red Bull because he's a Red Bull fanatic. Okay, we need to wet this brush. It's not as shimmery. So the mattes are good. Even the shimmer is good, but it's not as shimmery as, say, a ColourPop. But it's okay. There's not a lot of fallout, which is great. It is very powdery, though. Like, the mattes are very powdery, and there's some kickback on the pan. But that's nothing, you know. Even Anastasia Beverly Hills, I find that they have a lot of kickback on their pan. So that is way too light. Do you guys find that to be way too light? Oh, let's try something else. Okay. I'm just going to go in with this little bit of a brown shade. I'm going to tone that down a bit. There we go. So what is everyone having for dinner? Am I lagging? Am I lagging? Please don't forget to like the video. Just going to put on my favorite Tarte mascara. I think I might be lagging. I hope not. Oh. I just got mascara on my eyeball. Pasta. No lagging. Okay, perfect. What kind of pasta, Laura? I love white sauce. I can't have tomato sauce because I have really bad acid reflux. Leftovers. Yeah. I have to go and get a freaking beef roast now and do the beef and the potatoes and all that stuff. And it's like 5 o'clock almost. So it's going to be a late dinner. Oh well. I guess if I leave before 5 and have it back home by 5:30, 6, dinner could be around 8 o'clock. So that's not too bad. And I would imagine they ate at the water park anyways. All right, I'm just going to put on some lipstick and highlighter. And then I think we'll call it a day. Because I know everyone's getting busy now, getting dinner ready. Here's my highlighter brush. Well, I can't find anything up in this house today. And it's probably in front of my face, and it was right in front of my face. I do it all the time. Thank you, Mishka. Do you ever find that when you put on eyeshadow and, you know, before you put on mascara, that your eyeshadow looks like an absolute mess until you put the mascara on? I do that all the time where I'm like, if I'm trying something new and I think, oh my God, what did I just do? And then once I put the mascara on, it doesn't look so bad. And then there's times when I really mess up my face. Not a professional here at all. Just so you know, not a professional. There we go. It is, isn't it? It's amazing the difference that mascara can make. I know, it's crazy, right? Because to me, before I put on the mascara, like, it was just too bright. And I just messed up my mascara. I can tell. Right here. I love this mascara. This mascara and Hourglass are my favorite two mascaras. This is a Tarte. What is it called? Lift It. And a lot of people didn't like this. It's brown. But this one and Hourglass. Love it. And I think there's another, the Ico mascara that we had gotten in Ipsy, I think it was, or Topbox, which I think they're actually coming out with a full-size Ico mascara for Ipsy. So if they do and they have that for an add-on, I'm going to get that as well, I think, because I really like that. Or was that last month? Oh, God, I hope not. I hope I didn't miss out on it. Who hasn't gotten their Ipsy bags yet? I am using the Milani lip liner. Love this lip liner. It's so good. It's creamy. Cheap lip liner. Love it. And we're going to use a lipstick. Which one? I'm going to go in with the Bourgeois lipstick that we got in the Luxebox. This dries down matte. It goes on creamy, but it dries down matte for me. And then I'll just put some gloss over on top of it. You don't get Ipsy. Still waiting on your Topbox. Were you supposed to get Topbox for this month? I just got mine. No, I haven't gotten mine yet. I'm thinking I should either get my Topbox either Monday or Tuesday. Because usually in Ontario, if I'm getting just the regular box, they don't send that in the mail until the 14th or the 15th. Swear to God. So if they put it in the mail on the 14th, which was Friday, I should hopefully get it Monday or Tuesday. Because the 15th was on Saturday. That's if if you get the regular box, which I'm getting. But if you get the Pride box, most times you get that earlier. All right. Okay, everyone. And you bought the beauty surprise. Yeah, I really want to get that Drunk Elephant, the eye cream, because I got the Drunk Elephant serum in my Luxebox, I think it was. Ooh, my foot's gone numb, my leg. So I'm hoping to get the eye cream. And I can't use Drunk Elephant. This is my favorite lip gloss. Seraphine Botanicals. We got an Ipsy. I love it. I can't use Drunk Elephant because I have sensitive skin and it just broke my face right out the first time I tried it and only time. So the Drunk Elephant stuff I'm getting is going in my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And I'm hoping to have like a lot of really expensive skincare companies products in that giveaway. So I'm keeping it for that. So I'm hoping it's Drunk Elephant that I get. All right. Okay, everyone. I think I'm going to wrap this up. Makeup is done. It only took an hour and 20 minutes. And I'm so happy that there was no lagging. Yay, it's all fixed. But I think it was my daughter's fault because I did not know. I thought she had shut down her Snapchat and she was FaceTiming her friends, and she didn't. And I found that out after. But I do have a higher speed. So I called Rogers and they fixed that for me today. I do have a higher speed. So yeah, that's it. Don't forget, I will be doing my live on the 28th. That's going to be when I'm going to be asking for the 5 secret words. For you who are new, go and have a look at some of my other videos. Bye, Sandra. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go too. I got to go run and get dinner. For those who are new, you're going to want to go and look at my last live. The live I did May 31st explains all about the secret words. And if you want to participate in that. Okay? So I hope you all have a great day. Thank you so much for showing up. I know it was spur of the moment. Nobody knew this was happening. But thank you so much. For those of you who are single parents, happy Father's Day. For those of you who lost their dad, my heart is with you. I know that can be really, really rough. So big hugs for those. Yep. And just, happy Father's Day to your husbands and your dads. And I hope you're all having a great day. Okay, hi, Christina. I've got to get ready. I got to go. I got to go and pick up beef. for the hubby and make his dinner. So hopefully it processes and uploads really fast. But I'll see you all in my next video. Bye! Love you!